Lost DK. Great hand. I can't even say it. There's just so many of them. And Chaucer said, "The life so short, the craft so long to learn." You know, and I want to also dedicate this to everybody out there that's trying to play some kind of instrument. Maybe frustrated with your progress sometimes. Just keep right at it. Keep right at it. And don't try to sound like somebody else. We know what they sound like. What do you sound like? That's what we're waiting to hear. That's what we're waiting to hear. So since I'm living in Canada now, and this has connections with everything I've been talking about, Roosevelt Sykes' nickname was the Honey Dripper. And the great Oscar Peterson recorded a song called The Honey Dripper. So did Joe Liggins down in New Orleans. A lot of other people have recorded it. But the classic version is by Oscar Peterson. And I'll tell you, I must have heat stroke or something to even dare to try to play this. This is my version of Oscar Peterson's version of Roosevelt Sykes' version of the Honey Dripper. Also, a couple of wonderful solo recordings of that by the great Dr. John, the Night Tripper.
Oh, man.
Another great piano player that we lost recently.
No.
But you know, you live long enough, the score keeps going up. You see a lot of things come and go. And you know, when I first started playing the blues, Jimmy Reed was still alive. John Lee Hooker. Big Maybelle. B.B. King. We've lost B.B. King. We've lost Jesse Ed Davis. We've lost all those people I've named, but you know, the blues live on. The blues live on. And what we need to remember about this thing that just seems to have an eternal life about it is that this music was created by the people on the bottom of society. The people nobody expected anything from. And in the time that this blues music was created, it was the people who had the least who contributed the most.
Yeah.
And that's true in the other arts too.
Yeah.
And it's true today. You look around you, and who are the people that you see that you would write off, expect nothing from? They may have a gift that will be here longer than you are. I have a song that was given to me. This illustrates what I'm saying about those who have the least contributed the most. Given to me by a homeless man on the streets of Portland. I was walking downtown one day on the sidewalk. There was a guy sitting on the curb. And I heard him say these words. He says, "Everybody worried about the world. Nobody worried about me." That just stuck in my head, and I went home and I wrote a song. And I did it with the Cannonballs, with Lloyd Allen and Jim Miller and Marty Henninger. And then I did it with the Paul DeLay Band, and I did it on my own. And
Paul DeLay.
a couple of years ago,
Amen.
it was covered by the Downchild Blues Band. I mentioned them before. This is not why I mentioned
That's
them.
my first blues concert ever.
But their version of my song, "Word About the World,"
Salem.
went to number one in the world on the blues charts.
Paul DeLay,
Over
Lloyd
I
Jones,
think where it came from.
Curtis Agato.
How do I find
All
that
those
man and
guys.
say, "You wrote the
Curtis
number
played
one song in the world"?
But Curtis played that same.
Yeah. Well, him and Paul DeLay played a lot.
You know, probably passed right by him the next day, didn't even notice him. I like to do that when Faria does a close here, and you might help me a little. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Well, they're dropping that bread over yonder, way over across the sea. Kinda make me wonder why they can't drop a little bread on me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Yeah, they're blowing up them buildings, y'all, mailing that poison mail. Right here we got some mighty good people rotting at the bottom of the jail. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. You know, I'm an easy-going fella. I am.
Yeah.
But it puts me in a rage when I turn on my television, see them down on the border keeping children in a cage. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. One more time. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me.
Yeah. Whoa.
Thank you so much.